really give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And here we go from New Orleans. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Carr gonna open with a pass here. Got his target, it's Hill. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. Carr now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing again, it's Carr. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets of the 1st.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Josh Sweat making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, Carr. He's on the move. Taking a shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Lante Taylor making the stop. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 6 now. His first throw is an interception. That's DeMario Davis. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
Carr off the play fake. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. All right, set now. 1st and 10. They go play action with Carr. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
On 4th down, Hurts. Working the sideline, that's Goddard. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
On 1st down, Hurts escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a pickup of 11, and that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Eagles at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They've got first down from the 31. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. From the 28. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 16. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Covey now to return this. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. They send the tight end in motion. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he's only going to take this forward to about the 38. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
First down throwing for Hurts. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up second down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Working quickly here. Hurts now from the gun. Flush down out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And this one does not go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and put that screen to a minimal gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints take over just shy of the 40. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th in that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give on second to Kamara. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Gonna run with Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. So now, here's 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Sending a receiver left. Here's 2nd and 5. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Setting up to pass. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To the ground with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Here he is to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. He'll look to throw it. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is to throw. Rolling left, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throwing now. He rolls to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. He tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now to throw. Escapes out to the left. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. This one from an even 40 yards out. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This one from an even 40 yards out. The kick is good, he got it! And that, folks, is your game winner! So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New Orleans.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Returns looking good so far. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carr gonna open with a pass here. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And it's gonna be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Carr now on 1st and 10. This one's taken in by Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Carr here from the gun. He's got Shaheed. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running for it, Kamara. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
They'll run with Kamara. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
We're back for the start of the second. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. A 5-yard pickup sets him up with third and goal from the 3.
5 yards brings up third and goal.
Carr back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
On fourth down, Carr. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Chiefs working here. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So it's second down coming up. Play action, Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Has some space inside the 15. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Pistol now for Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say this has been a defensive slobber knocker through 2, right? Maybe some points finally on the horizon as we resume play. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
Kamara running out of the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Has it down close. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second down run by Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead in quarter number 2. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Reed now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Carr. He's trying to push the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook. That's
caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New set of downs for him from the 46. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Kelsey makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Off play action, it's Mahomes. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So now they have 3rd and short.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll run, Pacheco. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal. Here's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Chiefs in range for a game-winning score. Big play here, tie game, and here comes 4th and goal. To throw. Drops him. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Setting up to pass. This one's caught. It's Shaheed near the sideline. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Here he is to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Hardman with a return. And he's gonna make this to the 28 before going down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, big interception here. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. that ball first in OT, Brock. You get the chance to control your own destiny. But what a stunning turn of events now, as that interception gives this team a chance to win it all right here.
That just can't happen. I mean, offensively, that just can't happen. But defensively, I know exactly what those defenders are saying as they're running off the field. Okay, now's your time. Go finish this pick, go win this game, and let's go celebrate in that locker room.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And they bring him to a stop with this run. Gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Another run for Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Slot man in motion right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets 4, but not there yet. That brings up 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing from near his own goal line. This one finds Kelsey. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he loses the football. And the Saints grab it. This truly has been the overtime that will not end, Brock, and it'll keep on going to yet another possession as they force a key fumble there.
Somebody eventually's got to make the play that ends this thing, right? Otherwise, clock's just going to get to 0. We're going to end in that just horrible time. This defense, well, they did their part to keep things going. Now it's another chance for their teammates to get the job done.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints.